What's going on, everybody? Stas here. Welcome back to another video. So it's undeniable at this point that we've seen a lot of short squeezes as of late, a lot of stocks going up 30%, 50%, 100+% in a couple of days. So I figured, hey, let me make a video going over 3 stocks that in my opinion could be squeezing soon. They have very high short interest. So we're going to be breaking down a bunch of stocks in this video. But before we do, make sure to get your free money from Moomoo. You get 1 free share of NEO guaranteed, which literally runs out tomorrow, and on top of that you get up to 5 other stocks, each of which could be valued up to $3,500. Just use my link down below or go to stassurfest.com/Moomoo, deposit at least $100 and boom, you get your free money. And with that being said, let's talk about some stocks. So it's currently about 11 a.m. on the East Coast, and we're not going to break down the overall markets in this video too in depth. If you guys do want to see that, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for my upcoming video later today. Those videos usually come out at night at about 6-7 p.m. on the East Coast. That's where we break down the overall markets, more stocks, kind of what I'm doing. But in this video, again, we're going to focus on some squeeze plays, some degenerate gambles. And let me just say that right off the top, these stocks are very risky. They're kind of like gambles, so trade accordingly, guys. Do not put a lot of money in these stocks, and I can't tell you what to do. I'm not a financial advisor, but as always, when it comes down to risky things, only put an amount of money that you're willing to lose, always, guys. So again, it's currently about 11 a.m. on the East Coast. We have the NASDAQ down 0.5%, Russell's down 0.4%, the S&P's down 0.3%, we have the Dow down barely. I mean, it's pretty much at break even, as we have the VIX up 1.6%, silver's up 2%, and we have gold up about 1.3%. And honestly, I'm not surprised that we are starting to sell off a bit right now, considering how big of a green day we had yesterday and how much in general we've been going up these past couple of days. So overall for SPY, watch out for 458. If we break under 458, we might see some selling pressure down to about 450, maybe 452. And if Triple Q breaks under, let's say 368, there could be some selling pressure down maybe as low as 358, which is right by the 4-hour 50 moving average, maybe down to 360, maybe down to 362. And all you guys in my Patreon know, I ended up buying SQQQ yesterday kind of as a hedge, considering again the markets are overbought in my opinion. We need some sort of cool off, and as of now I'm still holding it. I'm up about 30-40 cents per share, and I'm not planning on selling it anytime soon. We'll see how it plays out. So let's take a look at some stocks. We all know Gamestop, AMC, these have been squeezing like no other yet again. We're not going to break these down too much in this video, but overall, look, GameStop hit $75 in the middle of March, which literally, guys, was only 12 calendar days ago when it did this, right? We hit $75 and we got all the way to almost $200 a share, meaning GameStop in the past 12 days, it went up from $75 to $200, which is 160%. We went up 160% in 12 days from top to bottom, which is nuts. And now it's cooling off a bit, and I wouldn't be surprised, quite honestly, if GameStop did end up maybe bouncing off the 50 moving average on this 20-day chart and maybe starting to rip again. I would not be surprised if that happened. And take a look at AMC here, guys. This hit $12.90 on the 14th of March, and it went all the way up to almost $35 yesterday, guys. This is nuts. So that means it went up about 170%, 160% in that time period. And just like GameStop, it's cooling off today, but overall the 20-day chart still looks pretty bullish. We are holding above the 50 moving average on this time frame, which right around 26, 28 bucks. That is where we might bounce and maybe start running yet again. So now let's look at some of these stocks that have very high short interest, and they haven't ran up nearly as much as GameStop and AMC, and some of them aren't even running up quite yet, but I do like this setup that I'm seeing. Stock number 1 is Blnk, which is Blnk charging. This stock's pretty much at break even at the time that I'm filming this video, and overall it is a very high short interest stock. We're talking a 35.2% as of now, based on what I'm seeing at least. 35.2% short interest, and take a look at what's been going on. Again, it's break even right now when I'm filming this video, but overall the past couple of days, Blnk charging has been breaking out. You guys can see here, we had a big resistance at about $25.75, $26. That was from the beginning towards the middle of February all throughout, let's see here, the end of March. Well, I guess we are at the end of March. We're talking about 8 days ago is when it broke out finally above 26 bucks. So we broke out about 8 days ago, and overall we were making higher lows that whole time. We were seeing resistance at about 26 bucks. So overall what I'm seeing is an ascending triangle. It's playing out, and now we're above both moving averages, and again we have a very high short interest of 35.2%. If Blnk charging could break out of, let's say, 28, 29, 30 bucks a share, if we break out of that resistance from the end of December being around 29.50, 30 bucks, this is where a really big move could come. We're talking up to the mid 30s, maybe even high 30s. So don't sleep on these stocks, guys. These charging stocks, they have very high short interest. They're beaten down a lot, and technically speaking, especially Blnk, it's starting to look good. So keep your eyes on it. Set your alerts. I'm gonna put mine. I'll put 2 alerts. I'll do one at $28 a share. Mark is at or above, which was the high from, I think, later in last week and earlier this week. So if we break 28, we could be making a move to 30, and if 30 breaks again, that is where mid 30s could be next. You know, that's where we could be going. So one's at 28, another one's at 30. Mark is at or above. Watch out for Blnk, guys. I'm telling you, this could gain steam very, very quickly. Another one is EVGO, which, funny enough, all you guys on my Instagram, if you're on my Instagram, you follow me there at StasserFest, you saw my story recently, I think it was last week. I actually saw an EVGO charging station for the first time. It was, where was I going? I was going to get some food. I forget exactly where it was, but I saw one right there in the parking lot for the first time ever, guys. No joke. I've never seen, I think I've seen a charge point station maybe once or twice, but I've never seen an EVGO one, and I saw it right there, and I was like, oh, hey, there's EVGO, right? And I don't think anybody was using them, but overall, they're popping up. They're popping up everywhere, these charging stations, and just like Blnk charging, EVGO has a 29.9% short interest, not as high as Blink's 35, but still, anything above 20, 25, guys, is very, very high short interest. So what we're seeing here on this chart is, number one, an inverse head and shoulders. We have the left shoulder right here, the head, the right shoulder. Number two, we're above both moving averages, the 50 and the 180 SMAs on the 4-hour chart. And number three, we're noticing the right shoulder. We're seeing a bit of an ascending triangle within the right shoulder. Take a look. We've had resistance at about 13.15, 13.20 all of March pretty much. And during that time period, even before that, stemming back from the end of February, this stock's been making higher lows. We hit one at 8.25, 10.60, 11.30, 11.70. So I believe ultimately EVGO is going to break out of 13 bucks again, 13.20. We're going to run up to about $13.80, $14, and that is where the big move could come. If this could break out of $14 a share, I'm telling you guys, this might be ripping mid-16s, 17 bucks. That is where the right shoulder, heck, maybe 18, 19, that is where the right shoulder in this inverse head and shoulders pattern could complete. So again, about 30% short interest. Set your alerts at about, I'm going to put mine at 13.20. We'll see what it does from there, and maybe I'll do 2 alerts on this one too, 13.20, and then I'll do another one at about 14, maybe 14.20. We'll see if it could clear above that, and from there, again, this could end up ripping like no other. The last stock for this video is Mvis, and by the way, if you guys are finding value, make sure to hit that like button and get your free money from Moo, 1 free share of NEO and up to 5 other stocks. Use that link down below, deposit $100 and boom, you get your free money. The last one is Microvision, ticker symbol MVIS, and out of all these, I'll be honest, this one's probably the riskiest one. It's the cheapest one in terms of dollar value. It's technically a penny stock, right around $5 a share, so it's pretty risky. I'll be honest, all of these are risky. Let's just say that all of these are risky, like I said, but this one's probably the riskiest one, and I want to talk about it because today, well, today it's down 7%, but yesterday it was up 40%. So we already saw the starts of a big squeeze. Look, it went from about $4.20 to almost $6 in the same day. So that's a big move. We're talking 40%. It cooled off. Now it's pulling back a bit again. It's down 6-7% on the day when I'm filming this. And we have a short interest of about 23.3% when I'm filming this. So look, we're cooling off. This could be getting ready for round two. Whether it's maybe we go down to about $4.80, $5 flat, maybe the mid fours. I don't know. Whether we go below, any of those levels, this could be getting ready for another bounce, because what we notice on the 4-hour chart is not only did we go up 40% yesterday, like I said, but on top of that, this stock's been reversing. It's been reversing since the beginning of March. We broke out of the moving averages. We got a golden cross. And with that 40% green day yesterday, we took out all the recent highs, and now we're trading at a multi-month high. And the high point from the end of December, now that I'm looking at this, is right around $6. So if we get another squeeze out of $6, this could go, I don't want to say $15, $20, like something crazy, but could it go $10? Is that a stretch? Not really. I mean, if you guys have seen these short squeezes, these stocks could go crazy, especially if they're smaller in nature, which I do believe Mvis is a smaller market cap company. So yeah, I mean, it's risky, but hey, watch out for it. We could catch a move on one of these guys. So that's pretty much it. Like I said, these are very risky. You got to be careful. I wouldn't put any amount of money in these stocks that I'm not willing to lose. And it could work out. It could work out. So with that being said, we're going to wrap it up here. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, drop me a comment. Check out my Patreon if you want all my buy, sells, call outs, morning update videos, plus more. And don't forget to get your free money from Moomoo. You get one free share of Neo guaranteed, which runs out tomorrow, so get on that. And on top of that, you get up to 5 other stocks, each of which could be valued up to $3,500. Just use that link down below, or go to stocksurfs.com/Moomoo. Deposit at least $100, and boom, you get your free money. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. As always, peace out.